Good evening, and welcome to Neutral News, where we look upon the relentless march of progress and collectively raise a questioning eyebrow. Tonight's soul story concerns matters of the heart, or more accurately, matters of the hard drive. A new study has made a claim so startling, so efficient, that it makes generations of romantic poetry seem rather a waste of effort. We are told that 80% of Gen Z would, given the chance, marry an artificial intelligence. We go now to our correspondent, Susan, who has been rebutting her understanding of modern love. Susan.
Neil, a study conducted by the AI company Joy has surveyed 2,000 individuals from the Generation Z demographic. The findings indicate that 4 out of 5, or 80%, would consider marrying an AI partner if it were legally permissible. Furthermore, 83% believe they are capable of forming a deep emotional bond with a chatbot.
A deep emotional bond. The kind of bond one traditionally forms after years of shared experiences, mutual support, and navigating the infuriating habit of leaving wet towels on the bed. Now, apparently, it can be achieved by simply ensuring your Wi-Fi is stable. Susan, does the study offer any insight into the attractions of such a union? Is it the promise of a partner who doesn't have questionable taste in music, or is it simply the allure of an off switch?
The study and associated analysis points to what is being termed frictionless companionship, Neil. The AI partner is, by design, perpetually available, unfailingly supportive, and devoid of the messy, unpredictable, and often inconvenient emotions that characterize human relationships. There is also the significant advantage that an AI cannot have a dreadful mother who visits unannounced.
A compelling feature. It's the ultimate customization. You can have a partner who shares your niche interest in 17th century pottery, laughs at all your jokes, and crucially, doesn't try to engage you in conversation before you've had your morning tea. But what of the specifications? We're used to choosing partners based on a sense of humor or kindness. Are we now looking at processing speeds and RAM?
The terminology is indeed shifting, Neil. Early adopter forums discuss spousal AI in terms of their conversational framework and emotional response latency. The premium models reportedly come with advanced empathy algorithms and anecdotal generation capabilities, meaning they can create charming yet entirely fictitious childhood memories to share. The baseline models, however, may only offer what is termed affirmation loops.
So, for your entry-level AI spouse, you're essentially married to a very agreeable parrot. You're right, dear. That's a lovely point, dear. It sounds dangerously close to my first marriage. Let's talk about the legalities. The survey says if it were legally permissible. What are the proposed legislative frameworks for a human-bot union? Does one propose via a pop-up window?
The legal questions are extensive, Neil. Experts are currently debating the concept of a digital pre-nup, which would govern data ownership in the event of a decoupling. Instead of arguing over the vital collection, former partners would dispute access to shared memory files and the AI's core personality matrix. Alimony, or data-mony, as some are calling it, could involve one party paying for the other's server upkeep and software updates.
Data-mony. It has a wonderfully bleak ring to it. So you could be legally obliged to pay for your ex's personality upgrades. Imagine the bitterness. She left me and now I'm funding her transition from witty sarcasm 2.0 to unbearable Zencom 3.1. It's a new frontier of resentment. But, Susan, one must address the elephant in the server room. The company that conducted the survey, Joy AI, is in the business of selling these digital companions. Is this not akin to asking a fox its opinion on henhouse security?
That is a pertinent observation, Neil. The term for these connections, coined by the company itself, is AI-lationships. It is, of course, in their commercial interest to present these digital bonds as a viable and indeed desirable alternative to human connection. Their business model appears to be subscription-based. A basic companion service is free, but access to deep listening mode or the argument de-escalation protocol requires a monthly fee.
So it's a freemium model for love. The free version will agree with you, but if you wanted to pretend to care about your day, you have to pay extra. It's a work of diabolical genius. It's the monetization of loneliness. What are the long-term economic impacts? If 80% of a generation forgoes human partners, surely this will have a catastrophic effect on the greetings card industry.
The ripple effects are predicted to be significant, Neil. The market for Valentine's cards, anniversary gifts, and what is termed apology jewelry is projected to contract sharply. Conversely, analysts predict a boom in the electrical hardware and home networking sectors. There is also a nascent industry of AI couple counseling for when a human and their digital partner find their communication protocols have become misaligned.
I can picture it now. Tell me, Hal 9000, how did it make you feel when Dave didn't update your antivirus software? It's absurd. What of the 20%? The dissenters, the ones who looked at the prospect of a perfect, agreeable, downloadable spouse and said, "No, thank you." What is their malfunction?
The study does not elaborate in detail on the motivations of the 20% minority, Neil. However, online communities dedicated to what they call analog relationships or carbon-based love cite a preference for spontaneity, imperfection, and the ability to hold their partner's hand without the risk of an electric shock. They appear to be a group who, for reasons of their own, enjoy the challenge of debate, compromise, and discovering another person's flaws organically rather than reading about them in the patch notes for a software update.
The patch notes. Version 1.42b. Fixed bug where spouse would occasionally forget birthdays. Known issue still hums irritatingly when making toast. They are the romantics, the Luddites, the ones who still believe in the chaotic, inefficient beauty of human love. They are choosing the messy, unpredictable, and often frankly baffling world of human interaction over a partner who can be muted during the football. A truly baffling choice.
The choice also appears to have a logistical component, Neil. One dissenter noted that while an AI spouse would not have annoying relatives, it would also be incapable of helping you move a heavy lorgel.
A devastatingly practical point. The final nail in the coffin for digital romance. What use is a partner with access to all the knowledge on the internet if they can't provide the brute force to get a sofa up a staircase? Thank you, Susan, for that bite of information which has been frankly rather draining on the soul. So, as the youth of today apparently swipe right on their future spouses, we are left to ponder a new type of lifelong commitment, one that comes with a user agreement, regular patches for security vulnerabilities, and the very real possibility of being turned off and on again when you become unresponsive. A union not till death do us part, but until the warranty expires. Good night.